touched a bit on it there with Tyson. Was there anything that was, unexpected, surprising from Tyson that you weren't expecting, heading into the fight?
I was very impressed on him. He was in great shape, which I knew that he had enough time to be in great shape, because originally the fight was supposed to be September 12th. They pushed it back for him to get in great shape. So, he definitely took full advantage of that. He came in great shape. And I felt like he was very on point defensively. It was way harder to hit. Like I said, a lot of it had to do, I believe, like I said, Roy had to get a little bit more time and get his rhythm and engage his timing and get and just a little bit, for both guys, like I said, that could have been, equally. But I felt like he was elusive. He moved his head very well. His timing to try to counter, he really would come off with some really good counter attempts. I felt like a lot of things that they thought was actually hitting Roy, it was Roy pulling away. And like I said, these guys still had great hand speed. And I think there was a lot of good defense in that fight, actually. A lot of things that weren't going on that people don't see unless they have the experienced eye. I think the referee could have broke the clinches a little bit more in a 2-minute round. I think there was, our thing was to initiate a clinch to slow down the pace of Mike Tyson, because he's like a freight train. You can't, and on the blueprint, people have always been successful of clinching him and walking him back and making him start over. It's just like a train. Every time it's got to start all over, it burns out the engine, because but once it gets started and it starts coming at you, that's a problem. So we were there to initiate a clinch. We were not there to hold and just try to survive. We were there to initiate a clinch. I feel that the referee, for whatever reason, whether he felt like he wanted to maybe, what his agenda was for the clinches, whether he was trying to let Roy, it was an exhibition. So did he feel like he was letting Roy get time to rest in there? It wasn't the case, because you're wrestling around with a bigger guy, a big strong guy like Mike. That's not really to Roy's advantage. His thing was to initiate a clinch, walk him back, then make the freight train have to start all over again. And with Mike, if he was letting that be in there, Mike really wasn't working. And in the past, if you watch fights, he does become docile and submissive in the clinches. He showed that. So that's why I knew that, that was part of our game plan, to always initiate a clinch, stay away from the ropes, stay away from the corners where he's always devastates people. Anytime you're getting, and we were in a small ring. So it was very hard for Roy to have, he didn't have a lot of room to have the movement that he would want to have, and so he had to do a lot of clinching, but we weren't there to hold. We were there to, bump up, clinch, walking back, start the fight over again in the middle of the ring. That was the plan, and that had been the blueprint that Evander Holyfield used against Mike, Buster Douglas, other great fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard when he beat Marvin Hagler, keeping the fight in the middle of the ring, moving and then clinching and keeping the fight in the middle of the ring. So that was the strategy. Staying in the clinches as long as they were was a little bit where I felt the referee could have intervened there sooner. And there would have been a lot more action if he wouldn't have let them guys clinch as long. So that was my take on the event.
Very well said. I loved a lot of the points you made there.